So, you know how we told you last video was going to keep you updated? Stu hasn't quite managed that, and if he would have left it any longer, I would have gone grey. So now we're back and I'm taking you all the way back to pre-Easter holidays. Can you believe it? During the Easter holidays, our centre was packed with activities during the whole 2 weeks. We also had loads of trips with Primary Club to Beacon Park and the Think Tank. Step Up Club and Secondary Club were jam-packed and had to run over 3 weeks as some primary schools' holidays weren't the same. Talk about working us to the bone. You probably remember that in the last video I spoke to you about the lads starting their year of pain. Well, after climbing the mountain, they started their first fundraiser, the Fire Walk. With a whole gaggle of people from BNI Sunrise, the Year of Pain fundraising really kicked off in style. One of the big things to happen this year was the coronation of our king. We had an absolutely fantastic King's coronation party here at Free at Last. One of our great events that we've launched here was our quiz night with Quizmaster Bob. It was the first of many, so keep a lookout, it really was a great night. Hot on the heels and setting their feet on fire, it was time to set their bellies alight. Some of the lads, including a few others, myself included, took part in the Inferno Curry Challenge. This is taking on the hottest Thai curry in Birmingham at Zen Metro. I'm not sure that I want to thank John for donating his space to me. He looked like he was enjoying that cheesecake way too much. As you're all aware, the work that we do here at Free at Last is all about the wider community. And back in May, we held our Employability Day, a jobs fair, to help everyone in the local community. At this point, I want to say a big thank you to Suited for Success and Gowlings for their support. To close off May, we had our senior residential at Tresay, with beach days, sightseeing and boat trips to see dolphins. One of the awesome things that happened in May as well was our wicked wall designed by PhD. It tells a story that our children go through with their life at Free at Last. Back to residentials, we had a couple of trips to Quinta. The young adults went away for the weekend. And our primary and Step Up Club saw 2 full minibuses. They went and played sports, cooked breakfast every day, went swimming and kayaking. Our annual entrepreneurial day was soon upon us. It saw 8 groups of children from 2 local primary schools join with local business experts that had to come up with an idea and build a whole business around a product. The ideas they came up with were pretty awesome yet again. And I think it's safe to say the mentors really earned their key. And that's not even talking about Stu running around filming all 8 groups. What a wicked couple of days. Talking about exciting, guess who was on stage with BMOS starring in 9 to 5 at the Alexandra Theatre? Me. It was my first show with BMOS and I really enjoyed it. It was great to see 34 people from Free at Last could come and see. Right off the back of the Entrepreneurial Challenge, Free at Last opened their doors to the Lunar event with the Lunar Society. It was an event that brought opportunity to bring up serious conversation on poverty in Nechells and how we can all work together to improve the lives of people living here. Free at Last is super multicultural and we really enjoyed celebrating Eid with the youth clubs. They made cards, created Mendy designs and danced to music. The next challenge for our Year of Pain saw another eating challenge. This one wasn't spicy. This challenge saw the team taking on the famous Desperate Dan Pie at the Pie Factory. As it turned out, temperature was the biggest challenge. Well, that's the excuse that everyone apart from Stu used. But to be honest, if I was him, I wouldn't want to brag about how easily I can eat everything. A great event at the start of the summer was when Birmingham Stories came to see us at the centre. We want to say a massive thank you to Kyle and Ikram for arranging a book event with a special guest, Aid, and our very own Nechells poet, Casey Bailey. We saw over 200 people come through the building. Amazing. One thing that does happen in our summer break is that our coffee mornings take a break. This saw our last coffee morning go to Manor Farm where they enjoyed a carvery. I want to say a massive thank you to Shirley who does a fantastic job at running our coffee morning. And also to Bob who does the quiz. And talking about thank yous, let's get into a full list. Firstly, Darren for the pat testing, you're amazing. We want to thank Jeff for all the Easter eggs. We want to thank our minibus drivers. We couldn't do what we do without you. We want to thank those who put their feet on the line for our Fire Walk Challenge. Smurfit Kappa, who paid for our auto belay service. And the fabulous Lee Tappin for coming over and sorting out our electrics. And Jason sorting out the lights. And again, our Employment Day sponsors, Suited for Success and Gowlings. We want to say a special thank you to Lee Marsham for holding our surgeries and our ward meetings. Thank you to Graham and Steve at the Auto Workshop. For our entrepreneurial days, thank you to all of the mentors that got involved. And again, thank you to Stu, who went above and beyond as normal. I want to say a personal thank you to Chris Loughran for donating 34 tickets, giving the people from Free at Last the opportunity to watch 9 to 5. We want to say a thank you to Casey for supporting with Birmingham Stories. And of course, another thank you to BNI Sunrise and all of the BNIers for everything you do for us. We want to thank Chris for his continued help with digital skills and thank everyone for their involvement with Club 3000. And talk about involvement, it's not too late for you to get involved in the Year of Pain. Of course, it all started with John, Stu, Greg and Steve climbing up the mountain. But there are so many crazy challenges ahead. No matter what you're into, I guarantee there'll be something you can get involved with. Head to yearofpain.co.uk and see how you can get involved. So that's it, school's out for summer and I'm so excited to tell you what we get up to over the summer break.